Well, the weather not fully cooperating here in Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not a whole lot to speak of there. Shy of the 20. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Look at this Baltimore defense. They've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Ravens will take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. First down, here's Mitchell. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Here's Jackson. Ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On third down, Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line, counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And Bateman, and he'll go in motion right here. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw again is Jackson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Mitchell will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. You look at this Baltimore defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Johnston in punt formation.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And it's fielded at the 34. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. A handoff from Mitchell running left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 11 at the 41. Here's Jackson to throw. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. Then marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
A 34-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it inside the 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score. Ravens 17. Steelers nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner. and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a fourth down.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Hey. Report!
And they'll run the option to start the drive. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
79 Bronco. Check it.
They'll drop the throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
A gain of 17 yards brings up 2nd down.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
2nd and a couple.
70 range.
They'll set up to throw. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's one deep for Pickens. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steelers.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. J.K. Dobbins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays we're going to do. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Jackson now. Screen play, setting it up for Mitchell. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, but it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Jackson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Now Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Rolling to his right. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Jackson from the shotgun. That one into the hands of Flowers. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. No, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run with Mitchell. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just a 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll let it fly for Austin. That is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Now run straight ahead with Warren. It gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's 2nd and 10. A handoff for Warren, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot.